the so-called radius of the ball Earth. And it reminds me of this quote by Tesla where he states, "Today scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality." The foundation of the so-called ball Earth, based on this radius of 3,959 miles, and based on that number, we should be able to determine the so-called curvature rate of this ball Earth, which of course we're never taught that in the school system, through elementary, middle school, high school, college, university. They never tell us the curvature rate of the so-called ball Earth, because if they did, people could look further and see it doesn't match our observed reality. But this is how it is. This is how you break it down. Again, based on the radius of 3,959 miles, it comes down to 8 inches per mile square. So for example, the math that would be applied at 5 miles, very simply, 5 times 5 times 8, and you would get 200 inches, and you divide that by 12, and this determines the number of feet you would get, just over 16 feet. And I found this interesting. At 100 miles, it's 6,666 feet. Unbelievable. And by studying and understanding the chart, you can see how gradual the curvature gets. Then it becomes drastic with the so-called curvature of the ball Earth.
Or you can calculate, according to the scientific community, what the curvature of the Earth has to be per square mile. 8 inches per mile squared. So there was a man who took a picture of the Chicago skyline from the other end of Lake Michigan, 60 miles away. According to the scientific community, you shouldn't be able to see any of the skyline from 60 miles away across the ocean. Maybe the top of the Sears Tower, maybe, because the entire city should be behind 2,200 feet of curvature. You should have curved away from all of it. He snapped a picture in clear weather, the entire Chicago skyline is visible, the ground up. There's many people that have different examples of this, and they cannot detect the curvature of the Earth.